After showing the Fatima children a terrifying vision of hell, Our Lady made a prophecy that some, including myself, would say is being fulfilled before our very eyes. It was, if my requests are not heeded, Russia will spread her errors throughout the world. Come with me and discover the latest and most shocking proof that this Fatima prophecy is being fulfilled. Howdy, and welcome to America Needs Fatima. My name is 𝗟𝗱𝗆𝗁, and before we get going, make sure to hit subscribe and click the notification bell so that way you never miss out on another story of Mary. It's true, the Mother of God warned humanity that if her requests were not heeded, there would be wars and persecutions. The good will be martyred, the Holy Father will suffer, nations will be annihilated. Why would those things happen? Because Russia would spread her errors throughout the world. Notice, Our Lady did not say Russia would spread her tanks and missiles around the world, nor did she say Russia would spread her language or customs throughout the world. No, Our Lady specifically used the word errors. In this video, I will reveal what those errors are, and you will see clearly that this is a prophecy that is being fulfilled before our very eyes. And then at the very end of this video, I will unmask Satan's plot to overthrow the Catholic Church and Christian civilization, and just how you can join me to bring Our Lady into homes across America and drive Satan out. But first, let's talk about those errors of Russia. The first error is abortion. Now let me ask you this question. What country was the first to legalize abortion? I'll give you a second to answer in the comment section down below. If you answered Russia, then you were right. Following the brutal takeover by the Bolsheviks in 1920, the Russian Soviet Republic under Lenin became the first country in the world to allow abortion in all circumstances. Is this not what the left has been pushing for in America and around the world for decades? The second error is divorce and the destruction of the family. Before the Russian Revolution, marriage was a religious affair, but in 1917, the Bolsheviks issued 2 decrees concerning marriage. First, religious ceremonies were to be replaced with civil registration, and second, unilateral divorce was permitted. Instead of vowing their loyalty to one another before God, the bride and groom, draped in red, pledged themselves to, quote, raising the production of the state. In their hatred for the family, the Bolsheviks slaughtered the emperor, his wife, and their children in cold blood. We've covered 2 errors Russia spread so far. The third and most disturbing error is the open worship of Satan. And it's happening right here in America. But before we get to that, let me just tell you that Satan has surely made inroads into American homes through the internet and immoral customs. But Our Lady can drive him out. How? Through a visit from a Fatima custodian. Help us bring Our Lady into homes and drive Satan out. These Catholic missionaries bring a 4-foot lifelike statue of Our Lady of Fatima directly into people's living rooms. They pray the rosary. They teach adults and children alike the timely message of Fatima, giving hope where there was once despair. But they cannot do it alone. They are Our Lady's foot soldiers, fighting for families on the front lines with the rosary as their weapon. To do this, they rely on kind souls like you to give them a little gas for their vehicles and a simple meal each day. Our Lady's companions support these missionaries with a small gift each month that allows them to bring the Blessed Mother into homes and drive Satan out. And how will we say thank you for your monthly support? Well, just a couple things. Your name will be written in each custodian's personal travel log inside his van, so he knows you by name and that you are with him in spirit every single day. Your name will be displayed on the Our Lady's Companions recognition plaque at our national headquarters. Your intentions will be prayed for at all the Fatima visits each custodian makes with the pilgrim statue of Our Lady of Fatima. That's up to 30 rosaries a day. A holy mass will be offered daily for your intentions by a faithful priest, and you will receive a beautiful certificate to display in your home, recognizing your generous commitment. I will also send you a unique Our Lady's Companions keychain, a lovely reminder of your part in spreading the Fatima message of hope all across America. Please consider becoming Our Lady's next champion by clicking the link right here. Okay, now, for the next and most shocking error of Russia that Our Lady warned us about at Fatima, the open worship of Satan. Communist ideology could not coexist with religion. Lenin demanded militant propaganda against all forms of religion. This militant atheism became a high priority policy of all Soviet leaders, considering atheists more politically astute and virtuous. This mentality has been infiltrating American universities and political structures since the 1960s, causing more damage and despair than 1,000 Russian missiles ever could. So where do all these errors lead? Or maybe the better question is, what will humanity use to fill the void left by the loss of all that was good and aligned with God's will? The answer? The open worship of Satan. In 1837, Karl Marx wrote, "My soul, once true to God, is chosen for hell." Paul Kinvor, an author and professor of political science, writes, quote, "There isn't a clearer example of a man who chose hell for himself and then designed and promoted living hells for others than Karl Marx," end quote. The problem with Marxism is not just economic or political, but involves the eternal issue of spiritual warfare, of good versus evil. Separating the evils of communism from the demonic inspirations of Marx is intellectually dishonest. But let's let Marx speak for himself. In this poem that he wrote in 1841, he said, "The hellish vapors rise and fill the brain till I go mad, and my heart is utterly changed. See the sword, the prince of darkness sold it to me, for he beats the time and gives the signs. Ever more boldly I play the dance of death." Finally, we come to the graphic content that we warned you about. Her name is Bambie Thug. Last May, she performed in Eurovision Song Fest, an international version of American Idol, and was voted the third best performer. She calls herself a witch, and her music she calls Ouija pop. She also says that she is queer and non-binary, and demands that people use the pronouns they and them when referring to her. I suppose she could be referring to Legion. Bambie Thug's Dance of Death features her in all-black attire and a devil horn headpiece, rising from a pentagram surrounded by candles, surely worthy of an X rating for its disgusting display of impurity. And yet, this Irish performer received votes and applause from the audience and the judges. And it doesn't stop there. Her YouTube video, in which she performs a demonic ritual and curses the viewers, has reached over 3.3 million views. Unbelievable. Don't watch it. The defeat of Satan is inevitable. As foretold from the beginning in Genesis 3:15, God declared, "I will put enmity between thee and the woman. She shall crush thy head." Victory for Our Lady, the woman, is guaranteed. We have this on divine authority through sacred scripture, and Our Lady of Fatima confirmed it. In her third apparition, she gave her final prophecy after warning of Russia's errors. It is one that perhaps you and I will live to see someday. I know her words will dispel any lingering horror that we might have after what we just saw. And what was Our Lady of Fatima's final prophecy? Only 5 words, actually. 5 powerful words. Finally, my immaculate heart will triumph. That's all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments section down below if you want more videos exposing the satanic revolution. May God bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you.
My name is Kenneth Murphy, and I am a custodian with American Needs Fatima. American Needs Fatima has 12 statues of Our Lady, which travel across the United States, visiting homes and stressing the 3 requests that Our Lady gave us to follow each day: prayer, sacrifice, and amendment of life. In addition to this, the presentation that is done at people's homes also help to explain the evils that Our Lady predicted over 100 years ago at Fatima, Portugal. When I was a teenager, my mother volunteered me to help the custodian of the original image of Our Lady of Fatima to visit churches throughout Ireland. And ever since then, I've never forgotten the importance of Our Lady's request for our days today. For the past 5 years, I have been visiting homes every day except for Sundays. On average, I'm able to get to 13 homes each week. With your sacrifice, I can fill my van with gas to continue spreading Our Lady's message. When you help us with a donation, you become my spiritual companion on this Fatima mission. Thank you, and may Our Lady bless you.